Digital here. Here's a tip for people with trucks with four-wheel drive. A lot of times that, especially with the newer ones that have shift on the fly four-wheel drive, meaning you can go down to your floor shifter and shift it like into 4 high. And a lot of times when you go to shift it back into 2 high or something like that, your four-wheel drive light doesn't turn off. If you can still feel the drag on the front tires, because obviously if you turn right or left you should still feel the binding of it, and it's not going out, most likely it's your linkage that's either slipped, it's not aligned completely correct, or you have like a transmission mount that's torn, so it's not, you know, the transmission and transfer case are not all aligned right. It's kind of binding up a little bit. It happens more if you're in 4 low and you try to get it back into like 2 low or back into neutral, and you have to turn it off. You have to turn the motor off to get it all to get it back into the normal gear. It's like in my Dodge, I should be able to put it in neutral, go back down into 4 low, drive, and then when I'm done, should be able to put it back into neutral with the motor on, and put it back into 2 high with the transmission in neutral, but it sometimes binds up. So that's caused by either the linkage is it's binded, or you have a transmission mount that's torn or bad or worn out, and you should really take it to a transmission shop and have them check it out to make sure none of that's there. Also, if you put it in reverse and you hear a large clunk or clank or something like that, you should have your drive line checked. If you put it in reverse, you hear a clunk and clank, and then when you stop and you put it in forward again, you hear it again. That's usually universal joints, and those tend to go out depending on a normal car, well, a normal rear-wheel drive car, about every 75,000 miles. It's about in there. In a four-wheel drive, it's actually a lot less. It could be 50,000. If you have lifted, it could be a lot less. If you're lifted, and the higher you are, the more, you know, more of an angle of your drive line, you could be down as 20,000 miles and needing new universals. So that's something you should also have them check. It's really easy to check. Have them do it. Universals are easy to do if you want to do them yourself. I don't recommend people doing it themselves, because in theory it's easy, but to get the vices and everything out, to get it all done, it's kind of a bitch. It's easier just to pay a shop a couple $100 to do it, unless you're broke, and then I guess you have to do it yourself. But I wouldn't want to fuck with it. And transmission mounts the same way. It's really easy in theory, but it's another thing I wouldn't do. But cool. I'm at my parents' house. I'm going to pick up my daughter, and peace.